The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they'll get him down inside the 30.
On the return, the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Off the play fake, Nix. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A running play, it's Dowdle. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
To throw is Nix. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now it's Nix. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Nix to the air. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Pickens going in motion left. They run here with Dowdle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Rico Dowdle, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Santos with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
49ers nothing. Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing is Williams. He'll get this out to Tootin. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready to up.
To throw, Williams. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Niners at 6 and 2 to start play. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To the air, Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's complete. He's got Tootin. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it second down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
What is it hard? Here we go.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. They really...
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Vegas!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
On the run, it's Dowdle. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Carter in on that tackle.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the run.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And the 49er first down. First and 10.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Vegas, Vegas! Jordan.
Looking to throw is Williams. Finds his receiver, Watson. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 16-yard line.
What is up? We got Hornets!
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2.
Ready to go! Yes.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll try to pick it up himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Yes.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
3rd down.
Here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a fake on the jet sweep. And he'll instead run up the middle. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing Nix. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
On play action, here's Nix. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. That quick throw there is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Williams. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
To throw once more, here's Williams. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Aubrey now for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10.
That's the score. Niners 14, Eagles 10.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The final shot before break. Nix. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second down and inches. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. This will wind up a loss on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush. And then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Niners come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Aubrey good with the PAT. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Nix from the shotgun. Got an open man, it's Pickens. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the pickup at
Looking to throw. Nix. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. Now they'll change things up. Nix to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Off the play fake, Nix. He'll try to pick it up himself. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get him inside the 15 down the 14-yard line. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Nix to the air. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And this is 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
To throw is Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Breaks a tackle, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ready. Bombers. Go.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Philadelphia. Marquise Brown from a yard out. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a proven drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
And he's not going to get in as a try for two comes up empty, so they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
To throw, Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Now they go screen, it's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that one was well-read defensively. This is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
What is up, man?
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. To the air, Williams. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard. It's that. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And now an audible here into something else. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing is Williams. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Looking to throw is Williams. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
Here's 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. If you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't hurt too well.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
That's good for Eagles. First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now it's Nix. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 43-yard line.
2nd and 1. Completes this one to Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And an Eagles first down. A gain of 11 on the play. And an Eagles first down.
Here's Nix once more. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And, oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. He's back to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's 1st and 10.
First down, Philadelphia.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Here's 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the 49ers have just about sewn up this football game.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And quickly out wide, this is Watson. And he will have a Niners first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
At the 42-yard line.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So the victory here for San Francisco. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for San Francisco, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss.